Well, this is easy for me. 6-0.
Wow. Hello and welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. We're now up to game week 28. As you can see, I'm just here on my own this evening. Nathan is otherwise engaged in some other business activities. If you want to see how yourselves and myself and Nathan got on last week, then make sure you watch until the end of the video. But let's just jump straight into it with our first prediction. So first up on Saturday, we've got Manchester United coming up against Everton, taking place at 12:30 Saturday lunchtime, live on TNT Sports in the UK. Manchester United back-to-back defeats now. Loss, of course, 3-1 away against Manchester City in that derby last weekend. And prior to that, it was a surprising home defeat against Fulham. Everton currently in 16th position in the table on 25 points, winless now in their last 6 matches. So at Old Trafford, you would expect that Manchester United would bounce back in this fixture, but Everton, they do make it tricky for the opposition. However, in this one, I think the Red Devils will come through with all 3 points, 9 on for a 2-0 victory. Nathan, he's gone exactly the same as me for this fixture. He's gone for a 2-0 home win as well. Next up, we've got the first of the 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday, where we've got Bournemouth coming up against Sheffield United. Now, there's been a lot of talk today on social media that Sheffield United, possibly the worst team in Premier League history, after that absolutely embarrassing performance, especially in the first half against Arsenal, where they were 5-0 down at half-time, and ultimately they lost that match 6-0. Probably Arsenal taking their foot off the gas a little bit, coupled with probably a bit of a rollicking off the manager at half-time. Bournemouth currently in 13th position in the table. An excellent 2-0 victory against relegation-threatened Burnley, who are on exactly the same points as Sheffield United at the bottom of the table themselves, winless in their last 6 matches, and they've only won 3 matches all season. So in this one, I think it's going to be another home victory. I'm going for a same score as that Man United-Everton match. I'm going for a 2-0 home win. And Nathan, he thinks Sheffield United will score in this one away from home, but he thinks the Cherries will get 3. So he's gone for a 3-1 home victory to Bournemouth. Next up, we've got Crystal Palace coming up against Luton. Now, Luton been playing well, scoring lots of goals, but it's 4 defeats on the trot now for the Hatters. Crystal Palace find themselves in 14th position. They went ahead in that match away against Spurs on the weekend, but finally they lost that one 3-1. The attacking force of Spurs was just too much for them in the end. But what a goal by Eze from a free kick. In this one, I think because of Luton's form, they're flattering to deceive, but they are battling, aren't they? So I've got Palace to win this one at 2-1. However, Nathan thinks that Luton are going to take all 3 points in this fixture, and he's gone for a 1-0 away victory. Next up, we've got Wolves coming up against Fulham. Now, Fulham, absolutely superb performance against Brighton, who are kind of out of sorts in a way. But Fulham, the likes of Harry Wilson, bombing forward, plenty of pace, plenty of shots from Fulham as well. And 3-0 victory against Brighton. Wolves, they travelled to Newcastle and lost for the first time in 3 matches, where they succumbed to a 3-0 away defeat. Both Hee-chan and Chunya will be unavailable for this match. Both of them have got thigh injuries. I think it'll be tight, but looking at Fulham last week and the form that they're in, 3 wins from their last 4 matches, I'm going to go for another victory here to Fulham. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory. And Nathan has gone exactly the same as me. He's gone for a 2-1 away victory to Fulham as well. Continuing on Saturday at 5:30, we've got Arsenal coming up against Brentford. Arsenal are imperious at the moment. I think it's something like 7 matches on the bounce that they've won. 2 points off Liverpool at the top of the table and 1 point off Manchester City, and it's really between those 3 for the title. Brentford currently struggling in 15th position, just the 1 win in their last 6 matches, but a very, very good draw against Chelsea at home in the last fixture. Could have taken all 3 points in that one. However, Arsenal looking superb at the moment, so it's only one winner for me. I'm going for Arsenal in a 3-1 home win. I think Brentford will score. Nathan, though, he thinks Arsenal, after smashing the Blades last night, is going to follow that up with a 4-0 victory. I think Martinelli might be injured for this fixture. Next up, we've got the first of the Sunday matches, where this one's a real tough fixture to predict. We've got Aston Villa taking on Spurs. Ollie Watkins, for goals and assists, he is top of the league in the Premier League this season. They currently find themselves in 4th position. 3 wins on the bounce now for Villa. A 3-2 victory against Luton. They did make it difficult for themselves at times, whether that was Aston Villa or Luton. Probably Luton, because they did well in that fixture. Taking on a Spurs side who were 1-0 down, as I mentioned in their last match. But the front three of Werner, Son and Brennan Johnson, who's doing really well currently in the Spurs setup, they were too much for Crystal Palace in the end, and were the difference really in this match. I think it's going to be tight. I'm going to have to go for a draw, 1-1. Nathan's gone exactly the same as me, bog standard. He's gone for 1-1 as well. We then move on to Brighton taking on Nottingham Forest. Brighton, we know they've got players injured and everything. It's a game that they could bounce back in. Nottingham Forest, I thought they did very well against Liverpool in that 1-0 defeat. Of course, Liverpool having a lot of injuries, but a couple of the players came back, substitutes in this match. And this one, at home, Brighton, very good. Nottingham Forest traditionally in the last couple of seasons not been very good on the road. So I've got this one as a 2-1 victory to Brighton. And Nathan has gone exactly the same again. He's gone for 2-1-2. Next up, we've got West Ham coming up against Burnley. West Ham currently in 7th position. They will be in Europa League action on Thursday evening, as in previous fixture Brighton. So whether tiredness will play a part in this, I'm not so sure. Taken on bottom but one in the league in this fixture. It's got a West Ham victory written all over this, so I'm going to go for West Ham 3 and Burnley 1. And Nathan, would you guess it? Yeah, he's gone for exactly the same again. He's gone for a 3-1 victory to the Hammers. Next up at 3:45, we've got the big one. It's first versus second. Liverpool against Manchester City. Manchester City in Champions League action on Tuesday evening. I am recording this on Tuesday as well. And Liverpool, they're in Europa League action on Thursday evening. So a couple of days rest more for Manchester City. It is at Liverpool. I'm sure the Anfield stadium will be in full voice for this one. Manchester City just looking really good at the moment, as is Liverpool, even with their injury rows. It was a very, very good victory against the Red Devils for City. Foden absolutely on fire at the moment. Haaland getting in amongst the goals as well. He should have had a couple in that game too. I think this one's going to be very, very, very tight. Klopp and Pep are going to have their sides both up for this one, but I have to go for a Manchester City narrow 1-0 away win. Nathan, though, he thinks it's going to end up in a draw, and he's gone for a 1-1 scoreline. Next up, we've got Chelsea taking on Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea currently find themselves in 11th position, just 2 wins in their last 6 matches. A disappointing, maybe good result last time out, a 2-2 draw against Brentford away from home. And Newcastle currently in 8th position, only 3 wins for them in their last 6 matches, but it was a very, very good win, a 3-0 home victory against Wolves in their last match. This one, I think Kieran Trippier is going to be unavailable for this match through injury. It's at home in London. You know what? I fancy Chelsea to take all 3 points in a 2-1 victory. Nathan totally disagrees in this one. He's actually gone for an away victory to the Magpies, and he's gone for a 2-0 scoreline. And the final fixture of this game week is a bit of a bonus one. Bournemouth are taking on Luton, and that takes place on Wednesday evening, 7:30 UK time. Not on TV in the UK, but probably across Europe and the rest of the world. Luton, as we said, they're doing well, but they're losing matches. Flattering to deceive, you could say. Scoring goals, but conceding a load as well. Bournemouth, who are currently in 13th position. It was a very good win against Burnley away from home, and you've got to fancy Bournemouth at home against the Hatters as well. I think the Hatters will score, but I can see Bournemouth running out with a 2-1 home win. And Nathan, he agrees, however, he doesn't think Luton will score in this fixture, and he's gone for a 2-0 home win to the Cherries. So that's our predictions for game week 28. As I mentioned earlier in the video, last time out in game week 27, top scorer, well, there was two, with 17.5 points each. That was Arkwolf 1991 and Jimmy Hammer, both as well scoring 2 perfect scores. And the scores and doors in regards to the overall leaderboard, well, it's the usual suspects at the top there. Joggett on 281.5 points, followed by Eddie Video Star. Douglas is there in 3rd position, and myself, I remain in 4th position as well. So make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website, link in the description, and all the details are there as well. Myself and Nathan will be in attendance for the Cardiff City versus Ipswich Town match in the Championship on Saturday, so there will be a vlog coming out on Nathan's channel on Sunday at some point. I wish you all the success in the world with your predictions. Hopefully your Premier League team will win as well. But for now, I bid you all farewell, and I'll see you hopefully back with Nathan next time for another predictions video.
6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking